Hello, hello. Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 44, Secret Cellmates. And I think this is the finale, and then after this, we get to Life After Lockup. So, we TV, Love After Lockup. Alright, so Dante, they like starting off with Dante or Stan, which is cool because, they like our favorite people, right? And they got the most drama going on besides Doug. But, you know, Nicole waking up from her night with Tia, talking about, oh, she got a hangover, she got too drunk. So they didn't even do nothing like sex wise. They just kind of kissed and, whatever, but they didn't really go all the way because she's about to throw up or whatever she say. So she got sick, didn't work, but she got to go meet Dante. So she like, okay, Tia, you gonna bring me? You just sit out here in the car, and I'm gonna go and talk to him real quick and try to figure this out because I don't know what I want to do. So she's sitting waiting on Dante, and he probably did this on purpose. He showed up late, right? Punish her a little bit. She deserved it, right? And right off the bat, he like, so what's going on? Like, you messing with that person, and then I see you on social media, and you with the Tia girl. And I remember the Tia girl is the one who you was talking to that you met in the prison or in jail. So what's going on? Y'all got the heart emojis going and everything. And she like, oh man, I ain't hiding nothing. I could post, if I post her, that don't mean I'm hiding nothing. That's just my friend. We ain't do nothing because he asked who was you sleeping with them, Zach or her. She didn't really answer because we know she slept with Zach. Definitely, she did that. But she like, I'm just trying to figure some things out. I just don't know, Dante or whatever. And he like, yeah, because I did all this stuff for you. I deleted all my stuff off my social media. So why you can't do that? X is the X, right? Yeah, I ain't tell you to do nothing like that. You did that yourself. So they arguing. And in the midst of this argument, Tia pops up. And I'm like, girl, ain't you supposed to be in the car? She's like, hey, what's up? So we cut to commercial, obviously. But you know what? We get to Stan, the old man, and Lisa. And he trying to figure out the car situation. Because remember, they went to the lot and they picked out a truck or something. SUV. And they trying to figure out the payments and all that stuff, to show proof of all income. And Lisa knows, like, she's like, yeah, Stan done well for himself. He come from a lot of money. He made a lot of money. And she just walking through the house, and she sees he has a room full of memorabilia. It's like cards, baseball cards, and things like that, And she's Googling this stuff like, ooh, this is worth $1,000. Ooh, this is worth $3,000. Ooh, this is worth $1,200. Like, she clocking all this stuff. And he downstairs talking to his friend, talking about, oh, Lisa's here. She's good. She's not trying to use me because the friend is very concerned. Jeff, he like, I don't trust the girl. I ain't met her yet. So what's going on, Stan? You just keeping her hidden in the house? You buying her cars? Like, what's going on? Stan letting them know, like, yeah, I bought the car for her. I paid all her tickets. She about to get her license. Like, I'm helping her get on her feet. And his friend like, nah, you better watch this. Like, he like, nah, I don't think she's gonna do nothing. And all the while, she over there checking on the money and talking to her friend. Like, and it's a girl, I think, like the voice, it sounds like a girl. And we remember from the beginning, she did say that she was bisexual or mostly lesbian anyway. So, she just using Stan. And I think when they was in the dungeon, from what it sounded like, they didn't even do nothing, well, at least to her. She did everything to him. So I don't know about this, Stan. You getting used. All right, so pretty much Courtney and Josh, Josh is trying to do the right thing now. He's trying to step up his game just a little bit. So he's going to try to surprise Courtney. And in this surprise, she gets home. She's like, oh my goodness, this is great. Because he leaves these little messages. So she has to follow, like, come through the door, go to the place that's spicy or something or stuff like that. The dog had a note on his collar. Um, he had some heels and a dress and told her put this on and meet me outside or whatever. So she's like, oh, I'm excited. Can't wait to figure out what he got in store for me. Then we got Brittany and Ray, and she pretty much is nervous because now she got to introduce her folks to Ray. And she's going to start off with the dad first because the mom is like, I don't want to meet him just yet. So she tricked the dad into coming over, talking about, I just want to talk and, catch up on, my life. But catch 22, when they get there, it's him and her sister. So she like, before y'all come in, I just want to let y'all know that Ray is actually out and he's here. And y'all about to meet him. And since they kind of got ambushed and they already here, the dad's like, sure, I'll go meet him. Ain't no thing, right? So they go in, introduce each other, sit down, and Ray just kind of introduced himself, such and such, good dude. I just got into a little trouble here and there, but, I'm on the right path to, try to better my life. And I love your daughter, and I'm going to be with her, and hopefully y'all accept me type deal. And they just looking at him like, okay. Like the sister say, I can look at you and I can see you and say, okay, you're a good dude, but I don't know you, so how about I get to know you first? Because, fine, meeting you is okay, but I don't know you yet, so let me give you some time. And the dad is like, yeah, sure, you look like a nice dude and everything, but I don't know how you're going to do in the future. Are you going to beat on her and stuff like this, like her old boyfriends, or is you just going to be, a good dude and be a husband and all this stuff? So we'll get to that. Because, of course, she has to tell them, oh, by the way, he lives here. So Anissa and Jeff, Jeff still ain't tell her about the baby. Or it ain't even no baby. It's a grown-ass kid somewhere. And so she just trying to figure this out. Like, damn, why he ain't telling me and all this stuff. So she leave the house and going flower shopping with her friend. And her friend trying to ask her, like, so, because she told the friend, like, yeah, he ain't even tell me about this kid. I'm just waiting on him to drop the secret, but he won't let me know. And what other secrets he holding type deal. And the friend like, well, then why we out here picking flowers for you to marry somebody and he still ain't tell you everything about yourself or himself? She like, well, I don't know, she just love him, all this stuff. And here he go at home. He figured out how to work the underline on the Amazon. So now he trying to figure out the internet. Talking about, ooh, this is just, this is the greatest thing. So he got a laptop, but for some reason he can't get into it. He like, she must have changed the password. Like, what the heck going on? So he slammed the laptop down like, she hides something from me. So he going through all the house, rumbling. And looking through the drawers, and he find like the extra phone. So he's like, oh, this is it. He'll go through the phone, and she got pictures, lingerie or something. Like she must have been sending these to people, and it got like a few names in there, not like a whole bunch, but a few. And there's all dude names, and Kyle names actually in there. So he assuming like this is Kyle, like. So he like, oh man, I already don't like Kyle, so now I really don't like Kyle. Like, is he sleeping with Anissa, or they done slept together before? Like, that's why he acted crazy. So he already thinking in his mind, like, something's up. And she been talking to like other dudes in prison, She got the screenshots of them, the phone calls, so them sitting in there. So he like, man, that's what she hiding, that's what's going on. So I'm like, okay, whatever, Jeff. Like, you hiding your kid, and she hiding, I'm guessing, some old stuff, because it looked like it's old. So we'll see when he go ask her or whatever. But we do know that him and Kyle go get into it, so we'll get there. And then Dante and Nicole, so they still arguing, right? And Tia come up there like, hey, I'm Tia, whatever. And she lying to Dante like, nah, this just my friend. we ain't doing nothing, we ain't did nothing. I'm just her friend, whatever. And he like, but you posting these pictures like she your girl. This is my girl though. But look at those pictures. It look like that's your girl. And she like, no, I wouldn't like that. It's just my friend. And she was just like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. He just looked like a nice dude, you know. She trying to make Dante feel better, I guess, by saying, oh, you know, you handsome and stuff, you know, you seem like a nice dude. He like, yeah, you pretty, you handsome yourself, I guess, because, you know, she real butch, like, she, you know, she, she a lesbian, but she not like a girl, she a boy, so, you know. So I'm like, oh, shoot, Dante, like, I don't even know. I think he was trying to be funny or what, but that was kind of funny to me. And basically, she just break it down to Nicole like, well, you need to choose. It's between me or him. Like, you need to figure this out. And she pulled her to the side. Like, we're going to go talk. So she's like, man, I don't know, Tia. Like, I like Dante. You know, he do a lot for me and everything. But then I just want to hang out with you. Like, I don't know. She's like, I just want both of y'all. I just can't pick. So Tia like, well, look, I ain't gonna do this because if it was me, you know, I ain't gonna play this stuff. Like, he just letting you do this. But me, I ain't gonna let you do all this stuff. So you tripping. So look, I got the room for another night. You either come with me and we can finish what we started, or you just go back over there with Dante. And she like, man, I just don't want to hurt his feelings. So I don't know. So she's sitting there, and I don't know what she about to decide. But old girl said, I'm going to the bar, and either I'll meet you there, or hey, you gonna be square. She gonna go to the bar. Well, anyway, so Brittany goes ahead and tells her dad, like, so, yep, Ray's living here and all this stuff. He came out the halfway house, and this is where, you know, he signed up to be. So they like, okay. And she's like, oh my God, I thought y'all was going to react all crazy. And I'm like, can you let them react? Because the sister said, girl, no, I'm not smiling. This is not like a happy face. This is a what the hell face. Like, and the dad is just thinking like, so he ain't got no job or nothing, and you just going to let him be up in your house? Like, you work 2 jobs, so what is he going to do? It's like, no, he working to get his stuff together and all this stuff, like. And the sister says so he couldn't do that at his own parents' house. And, you know, Ray was just trying to reassure them, like, look, I am going to show and prove. Like, that's the top dude I am. You know, I know actions speak louder than words. So I'm going to, you know, let the actions speak. And the dad, like, okay, you know, I'm from the old school, so I'm a watch, and then if you can't show and prove, then I'm gonna let you know. But I'm gonna give you a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna see. Some people can change their life around. And Ray mentioned like, oh yeah, my parents told me I need to step up. So don't worry, they gonna be on me. And maybe that was a little reassurance to the dad. I don't know, but he said, yeah, well, I'm gonna just keep my eye on you. And he says, so what about like mom or Brittany? Like, yeah, what about mom, dad? Like, we need to tell mom like something is going on. And aliens for what's this? American Horror Story. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I was looking at a commercial because it's coming on. Anywho, I thought it was gonna be mermaids instead of aliens. Maybe it's gonna be a mix or something like that. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's Love After Lockup. Can't wait for Love. I'm not gonna be reviewing that. That's just something I'm gonna watch for my own pleasure. But anywho, yeah. So the daddy is like, "No, Brittany, you gonna have to talk to mama. You talk to me by yourself and the sister. So you gonna call your mama and you gonna talk to her by yourself, cause you know how she is, and I ain't getting in this. I don't even know if I'm gonna tell her I was here. Like, he might say he was there. He probably gonna tell her." You know, ease it in there, because that's his wife, duh. You know, Brittany had that man over there in that house. You know, yeah, I already know. I heard it sounds probably like my grandpa here right now. But anyway, so then Rachel, all of a sudden, she popped up on the screen like, oh my God, Dougie, don't cheat it on me, this piece of shit. I'm throwing the ring. You know, oh my God. And I'm like, what? You don't cheat it on you? So next day, she's shifting through the grass, like, so I threw the ring out, but I'm going to look for it because I probably could have used a couple of ducks for it, you know. I'm like, duh, why do everybody be doing that? I'm going to throw it away or flush it down the toilet and all that stuff. Why? You can just take it down the street and get, you know, whatever, a couple $100 for it. Or, you know, come on now, throw it out in the yard. So the lawnmower man can get it, or the mailman can get it, man. So, yeah, Dougie been cheating on her this whole time, texting somebody else, everything. Got the proof, took somebody to a friend's house, must have messed with her in the bathroom or the basement, or you never know. The girl texts her back like, yep, your husband over here being dirty. You either leave him, pack it on up. So her and Doug got into a little fight, obviously. He ended up taking everything while she was at the mom's house. So the house is empty. She just sad and like don't know what to do and shocked because she like, how did this happen? How did this man just do this to me? Like again, like he just keep getting played. Like, girl, you should have known he was from prison. You need to meet people who's outside in the real world who do stuff. Not somebody who's in a cage who don't do nothing. I just don't understand. I mean, some people can change, but people like him, he just look like he just can't get right. And his family told you that. So I don't know what's going to go on with Rachel. It's like, girl, you should have known. But go ahead and get that little, I think it was, what, $5,000 ring? Yeah, so go ahead and take it back to the store. If he even paid the whole thing off. So you don't even know if he even paid it off. And the little boy gone too. He done packed up everything. So it's unfortunate. And a side note, mind you, Doug is walking around with Rachel all over his body. He got all these tattoos with her name and pictures and drawings that she done sent to him. So I don't know what the fuck he gonna do. Well, probably nothing. He don't give a shit. Yeah, so the surprise for Josh for Courtney was a little picnic out, you know, by the water or something in the park. So, they have a little champagne and crackers and things like that, and he basically just trying to express his love for her and how he wants to change and try to be more, you know, a better boyfriend and all these things that she want. Give her, you know, because they ain't been doing it or nothing. So try to do that. And, you know, he has to move in a minute. Like, they only got a few more days left. So when they leave, or not when they live, when he leaves to go live with his cousin, you know, she just afraid, like, is he going to, like, cheat on me? Is he going to stray? Is he, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't going to be together every day like this no more. We only see each other when I come over, he comes over, we go out, you know, stuff like that. Like, so it's going to change. It's definitely going to change. So this was like her little reassurance that maybe he is going to be a good guy. Maybe we can get married because, you know, they got this thing about pickles, and he has a pickle jar. He told her to open it, and one of the pickles is the ring. He replaced the ring that he threw away or flushed down the toilet while he was in prison because he was mad at her or something, you know, had a fight. So he like, this is like, just to show you, like, I'm for real, for real. He takes her ring off, but when he puts it back, she's like, give me my ring back, you know. He like, no, will you marry me? Like, ask her again. And she's like, for real, for real? He's like, yeah, for real. So she like, okay, hopefully. We'll see, fingers crossed. Then Dante and Nicole, you know, she kind of make her decision, basically. She go over there and she like, look, I want an open relationship. Can we have an open relationship? He like, no, I ain't even had you for myself, not even once yet since you've been out. You won't touch me. You won't do nothing. You won't let me touch you. Like, what the fuck? And you want everybody else to touch you and everything? No, like, this is not gonna work. Been there, done that type deal. Just no. I want to marry you and all this type stuff. And she like, well, that's kind of not what I want at this moment. I just want to be free and all this stuff. So had my cake and eat it too, because I still want to mess around with Tia. I like Tia. So he like, all right then, you go be with Tia and I'm gonna bounce. So he leave and he talking about, well, I think I'm done with her because this is it. Like, if she want to do that, then let her do that. But I ain't with it. Whatever. And she go off with Tia like, yeah, I think I'm gonna be with you since I just told Dante I'm gonna leave him. So we'll see where this goes. And they walk off, up to the room or to the bar or wherever. And she like, but this ain't the last Dante gonna hear me because I'm still gonna call him. Yeah, so Brittany and Red, he finally get the tether off his ankle, so he like free. He might still be on probation or something, but at least that's off, so that means he can go anywhere he wants to. He don't gotta be home at no type of time, and he can get a job and all that type of stuff. So they going out on a date. Brittany's all happy and stuff like, yeah. Just trying to tell him like, I'm so happy you get to get out, we get to do these type things all the time now, and you get a job, and I'm getting older, so I need these babies to start popping out, and of course we need to get married. And he like, dang, he agreeing to everything, but let's take baby steps. Let me get the job first, and meet the parents, meet your mother. We mean, because we met the mom or met the daddy and the sister. Now let's meet the rest of the family. Let's join the families. We can get engaged. He said, "Yeah, we can get engaged. That's fine. But let me get a job first so I can get you the ring and all this type stuff." So he looked like he was a little under pressure at that moment, but like he said in his confessional that he a stand-up guy and he gonna do what he gotta do, and do what he gotta do for his girl. So of course she paying for dinner and everything, like, yeah, one day you get to do that for me, woo. I'm like, oh Lord, Brittany, supposed to give him the money to him on the slide and let him pay for it, But anyway, Stan and Lisa, her brother and her godmother, I think it was, is coming to visit at the house. And Stan, he ain't really met too much of her family, but he knows that she do come from, they from the rough side of the tracks, we'll just say. Like they from the suburbs, So, she's just trying to say like, yeah, I'm cut from a different cloth. Stan is a different type, but they've been living together so far, so good. We had our arguments in the beginning, but now I think we getting along, They asking her, well, if he ain't had no money, would you still be talking to him? And she like, that's kind of a hard question because, I never had a real job. I've been selling drugs my whole life. And when that wasn't going well, I figured out how to, do that, the sugar daddy websites and all that stuff, on the, Tinder and whatever. So, and hey, I just been hustling. So when it comes to Stan, if he want to take care of me, then I guess is what I'm doing right now. So the brother meets them. They making some look like some chicken nuggets and some pizza rolls. And, the brother, like, I heard about you throwing her clothes out and getting mad and all this stuff. And I don't like that type of stuff. Like, is that how you going to be treating my sister? And Stan like, no, that was like a little argument we had, but that's not who I am. I want to treat her right. And she's talking to her godmom like, yeah, Stan is cool. He been helping me out so far, so good. And, she like, well, I heard about this mess that he been treating you a little bit wrong, throwing your clothes out. Like, what's up with that? And she like, yeah, we got over it. But, everything been working so far, so good. Shoot, my looks, I didn't think it was going to get me this far, but it got me somewhere. And the godmother like, hey, yeah, it's working for you. Hey, whatever you doing, get it, girl. But, Lisa, she looks like a hot mess, at least at this moment. Her hair is already a hot mess. Then her outfit, she got on a crop top, but the way her body shaped, she probably shouldn't have it on. But hey, if Stan like it, he bought it for her. So hey, it is what it is. So far so good. You know, he in the hot seat obviously with the brother, because the brother say, hey, if you gonna be messing with her like that and doing that, I'm coming through like Superman. And I ain't afraid to touch you, Stan. So you better watch out. And Stan's sitting there like, all right. So, you know, Jeff and Anissa, you know, Jeff rocking around the house huffing and puffing like, I know it's something going on with you. What's going on? And Anissa sitting there like, what is you talking about? He like, you hiding something from me. Just let me know what's going on. You acting different. And she like, no, you need to tell me something now what's going on. And he like, I ain't got nothing to say. What you talking about? And she like, that son, you got a son out here. You ain't even tell me. Your kid, where, you know what I'm saying? You hiding secrets. And he like, oh man, who told you that? Who told you that? Kyle told me. So what's up? Oh, all right. Kyle, that bitch ass. Get that food, beat him up, because he wasn't supposed to tell you nothing. Yeah, that was my secret. Yeah, I do got a son, but he wasn't supposed to tell you. I was supposed to tell you. I was about to tell you 5 minutes. So, here, lo and behold, Kyle is pulling up. And it looked like, well, he was pulling up with his friends. You know, normally him and Anissa just hang out like normal. They're probably about to drink some beers, you know, maybe barbecue, have some lunch or some dinner or whatever. And Jeff is hot, so he running outside. Come on out the car. Come on. I'll give it to you. Come on. And Kyle like, what's going on? And you told her about my son? I told you I was going to tell her. And you sleeping with Anissa, you sleeping with Kyle. And she like, I am not sleeping with Kyle for one. And Kyle's like, no, that's my friend. I ain't sleeping with her. And yeah, I told her because I told you to tell her, and you took forever to tell her. Man, I was gonna tell her, man, you ain't nothing. Come on, I'll give it to you. So Anissa's sitting in the house like, I am not about to get in the middle of this. They can go out there and fix their own problems, but nope, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. Like, my name ain't Bennett, and I ain't in it, okay? And pretty much Kyle, he get fed up, so he jump out the car. And the security and production is trying to hold them back, you know what I'm saying? But Kyle break loose, and then Jeff break loose, and Jeff actually get him. He get him like probably a good 1, 2, 3 piece. He knocked him down, like Kyle lost his balance and knocked down. So in that midst, they pull him apart. And of course, Jeff, come on, I got you, I get you. He hot, he trying to break logs in the house or in the yard. And Lisa just still like, now, so basically Kyle storm off because production try to calm him down. And Lisa like, both of them is ex-cons, so I don't want none of them to go back to jail, especially Jeff, because he fresh out, he gonna go right back. So he go in the house like, Nissa, I'm so sorry. I was going to tell you. I got out the house. Well, when I got to the halfway house, I got a call after I made the Facebook page. I get a message talking about I got a son in Indianapolis. And, you know, if it's my son, I told him I was going to step up and be a father and, you know, do what I got to do. And she said, okay, but you weren't supposed to lie to me, or, well, you didn't lie to me necessarily. You didn't trust. You broke my trust. Like, why you just didn't tell me? It's like, because I just found out I was just trying to wait for the right time, because we was already going through some problems, so I just didn't want to add extra to the problems. So, do you still want to marry me? And she like, well, I don't know. As long as I can trust you, then I guess I could. I'm like, oh, Lord, Anissa, you just gonna fall. I don't even know, man. Like, and now I'm not sleeping with Kyle. Like, girl, this is crazy. Jeff is crazy. They probably still together. I think they are still together. Did y'all see that? He had a GoFundMe talking about to fix his teeth. Boy, and you want to GoFundMe to get your Gucci pants? Nah, that's just a side note. Lisa is a freaky freak. Like, not only a pro hoe, a freaky freak. Talking about No, Stan got a whole little drawer at the house. Got the strap-ons, got the whips, got the chains, got the handcuffs. I mean, and she gonna let us know that while they locked up in prison, they actually make their homemade straps and dildos. Like got pencils and rubber bands and ooh. Y'all really getting down like that in the prison? Y'all just with anything? Lord, all you need to do is just a little and we done, okay? But I'm not into it, okay? Strictly dick, please. So, Stan, the old man, he pretty much lets Lisa brother know that, yeah, everything gonna be all right. I'm not gonna hurt your sister no more. That was just, a little bump in the road that we went through, but you ain't got nothing to worry about, So, and of course, the brother is just thinking in the back of his mind, like, well, I don't know, because I know my sister, like for Christ's sake, he taught her how to make meth. Like, it's like, I know my sister. I don't know if she in this like she say she is, but we're going to see. So far, so good. She want to be here, and I think she really got to be there anyway, because she paroled, like her, she got to be there until they lift her little parole mandates, restrictions, and then she can go and move around more freely. And, and she pretty much for herself trying to say, like, she don't even know if she want to be with Stan like that for real, like, because she got this girlfriend that she's talking to, she just kind of like to play the field. But in the meantime, this is where I'm at. So, Dante, he go hang out with his friend, and his friend is basically like, yeah, see, I told you so, like, duh, she's gonna leave you. And you see what happened? You see? And they go to like a lake or something, and his friend give him a coffin. He like, okay, we're gonna get rid of Nicole. And how is we gonna get rid of Nicole? Get rid of the little Nikki. Remember the torso? The thing with the little boobies and the little, yeah. He's talking about she the only one that's been faithful, or it has been the only thing that's been faithful to him this whole time. Only one that's been giving him any type of loving was that little Nikki. So they put it in the coffin, and his friend like, this is the last time. You better not call her. You better not do nothing. I'm telling you, better not. And they set the thing on fire and watch it go. You know what I'm saying? And here they flip to Nicole hanging out with Tia, talking about some, man, I ain't done with Dante. Like, I'm going to give him some time to cool off, but I'm going to call him again. This ain't the last. So he going to hear of me. Shoot, they always come back to Nicole. Say, all right then, girl, all right. So, basically, Rachel is trying to explain to her mom what happened, like he was cheating on me, and so we had to break up and he left. And she looking at the cabinet like, dang, what happened to the cabinet? And she like, well, we got in an argument, and instead of him punching my face, he decided to punch the cabinet. Isn't that so nice? So she like, see, I told you. I knew his energy was just black. Like, I just knew it. Ooh, excuse me. The mama already knew. Like, I told you, you're supposed to marry this fool. And, she just is sad and all this, depressed. Her mind ain't even straight because she trying to put food away, and she putting the dang bologna in the dang cabinet. Her mama like, wait. Take the bologna out and let's go let's go take a smoke break real quick, ease your mind real quick. So, they just smoking a cigarette, and she's just trying to think of like, well, what about Dougie Jr.? Should I go and get custody of him? Like, only if he wants to come and the family let him, then I'll take him back, because he was, a good kid. Wasn't nothing wrong with that. It's just his dad. She like, I ain't gonna never take him back. That's over and done with. He can stay where he at and do what he want to. Like, forget that. But I'll still take care of the son, because I think it is pretty much the right thing to do, instead of him being raised by a bunch of hillbillies, which I think she said they was living in a trailer behind his sister's house. So, a bed nice with TV and games, and or they took the game, but comfy yard and everything, or a trailer park in the back. I probably want to go live with her. But in the meantime, they kind of flipped to Doug, and he pretty much living his best life. He said, if it is what it is, he messed up, but he necessarily wasn't ready to be no husband, so he probably shouldn't have married her in the first place. And he wished her the best, and he just gonna do what he got to do, and she gonna do what she got to do. She putting up cameras and everything, like she ain't gonna try to stop me. But I think Warren, Michigan, and Kalamazoo, I think that's like a couple hour difference. The way our cities are kind of spread out, because like where I am from Detroit, that's actually only 45 minutes, but from Detroit to Kalamazoo, that's definitely probably 6 hours. right? 6 hours to get there? Something like that. Because that's almost going to almost one end of Michigan to the other. So maybe 3, 4 to 5, something like that. But anyway, she gonna watch her back, and she gonna figure out what she gonna have to do. And then we get like a little montage of what everybody's doing, because once this is over, is going to flip into Love After Lockup, which is kind of a recap or revisitation of some old heads plus some of the new heads. I think we're gonna get Shane and John, and or not John, but Shane and Lacey, and all those people. So that's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, and the bologna. Yeah, she threw away that goddamn bologna. It was like 3 packs. What was you gonna do with 3 packs of bologna and it's only you in the house? I don't understand it, girl. Don't nobody eat no damn bologna no more. That's nasty. All right, so Brittany is still waiting for a proposal from Ray, but Ray got a job and hopes to meet her family soon. Courtney is still married to Josh, but living alone, because remember he had to go live with his person. Oh no, actually, Josh violated his parole. It was sent back to prison for 2 months or 6 months. Rachel and Doug are still legally married, but Doug was arrested for violating his parole. Dougie Jr. has gone back to live with Rachel, which is good. Stan plans to propose to Lisa, but Lisa is still involved with her secret relationship. Jeff was sent back to the halfway house for violating. And Anissa is just waiting on him to get out so she can get married. Dante has left Nicole Jr. behind, a little torso. But he hasn't given up on Nicole. Nicole and Tia is still dating. Ain't that something? I knew they would still be talking. And of course, she probably still texting Dante too. And Rachel out here single. Ain't that something? So that was Love After Lockup. Season 3, hopefully when they come back to the next one, it will be season 4, and we can start fresh slate, new people, a couple old heads, and get to lock after lockup. All right, y'all. Peace out. Life after lockup. But this was Love After Lockup. Peace out.